The sustainable characteristic of my project is about the mold. The mold itself is very lightweight and also reusable, so I think it's different from the previous one.
Our project is inherently sustainable because it takes a fallow parking garage structure in an urban context, and on that same footprint, using that same infrastructure, it uses that for cultural program.
I would say the main characteristic, sustainable characteristic in my project would be the consideration of assembly and the use of local people in the assembly of sustainable structures, and the attempt to create methods of construction that can actually use people on the ground rather than the need for importing specialized labor to the building site.
My project has the most interesting characteristic in the physical action of engaging live greens into the built wall system.
I call my project sustainable because it is reusing or repurposing the existing infrastructure, existing technology into something that is really needed in the future, sort of repurposing the existing place into something which is more valuable or which is needed in the future.
I think the most important quality, sustainability-wise, for my project is a reconsideration of waste streams in the urban environment. To see waste not as something to displace, to get rid of, but really to embrace as a new resource for urban environments.
The most important characteristic of the Chrysanthemum building is that we don't make a separation between natural resources and resources that we find in the city.
We think that the most sustainable, outstanding characteristic of our project remains in social ecology and in the condition for innovation that we are created inside the enclosure.
The most sustainable aspect of the Daniels Faculty Project is the building itself and the pedagogy it demonstrates as being a teaching tool, using systems that are obvious to recognize by students and occupants to help them understand when they graduate and work as designers out in the field how some of these systems work.
Our project, Divining LA, is a tool for urban design in water-scarce environments. It maximizes low-carbon solutions to large-scale water supply challenges. It gives us a roadmap to climate adaptation in dry lands.
The most important sustainable aspect of our project is the creation of a new type of brick with almost no waste, almost no energy, and almost no carbon emissions. And this type of brick can be composted and returned to soil at the end of its life.
Big U, I believe, is a piece of infrastructure that is to be resilient and to protect Manhattan from future floods, and at the same time it's allowing for a social aspect, a social solution, so in essence a social infrastructure that will protect for generations to come.
I think what we try to do is to say this flood protection should not just be flood protection, it can do much more. It can have social benefits, it can have community benefits, can have economic benefits, jobs for people who have a distance for the job market, and I think bringing all these things together, the ecological, the jobs, the health benefits, and the safety and the flood protection is really what makes this project sustainable.
So the most sustainable characteristic of our project is repositioning the civic value of water in the city of Las Vegas.